She took a few paces up the street, feeling embarrassed. "What's that on your back, child?" called Mr. Stink. "What's what on my back?" asked Chloe, trying to look over her shoulder. She reached round and tore a piece of paper from her blazer. She peered at it. Written on the piece of paper in black, thick letters was the word loser. Chloe felt her stomach twist with humiliation. Rosamond must have sellotaped it to her blazer before she left school. Rosamond was the head girl of the cool gang. She was always bullying Chloe, picking on her and eating too many sweets, for being poorer than all the other girls in the school, or for being the girl neither team had ever wanted on at their hockey matches. As Chloe left school today, Rosamond patted her on the back several times, saying "Merry Christmas," while all the other girls laughed. Now Chloe knew why. Mr. Stink rose creakily from the bench and took the paper from Chloe's hand. "I can't believe I've been going round with that on my back all afternoon," asked Chloe. Embarrassed to feel tears welling up, she looked away, blinking in the sunlight. "What is it, child?" asked Mr. Stink kindly. Chloe sniffed. "Well," she said, "it's true, isn't it? I really am a loser." Mr. Stink bent down to look at her. "No," he said authoritatively, "you're not a loser. The real loser is a person who stuck on you in the first place." Chloe tried to believe him but couldn't quite. For as long as she could remember, she had felt a loser. Maybe Rosamond and all the other girls in her gang were right. "There's only one place for this," said Mr. Stink. He screwed up the piece of paper and, like a professional cricketer, expertly bowled it into the bin. Chloe clocked this, and her imagination instantly started whirling. And had he once been captain of an English cricket team? Mr. Stink brushed his hands together. "Good riddance to bad rubbish," he said. "Thanks," murmured Chloe. "Not at all," said Mr. Stink. "You mustn't let bullies get you down." "I'll try," said Chloe. "Nice to meet you." She began. Everyone called him Mr. Stink, but she didn't know if he knew that. It felt rude to say to his face. "Stink?" he said. "They call me Mr. Stink." "Oh, nice to meet you, Mr. Stink. I'm Chloe." "Hello, Chloe," said Mr. Stink. "You know, Mr. Stink," said Chloe, "I still might go to the shops. Do you need anything? Like maybe a bar of soap or something?" "Thank you, my dear," he replied, "but I have no use for soap. You see, I had a bath only last year, but I would love some sausages. I do adore a nice meaty sausage." Chapter 2. Icy Silence. "Mother," said Annabelle. Mother finished chewing her food competently and swallowed it before finally replying, "Yes, my darling child." Chloe just took one of her sausages off her plate and hid it in her napkin. It was Saturday evening and the Crumb family sat in the dining room table, missing Strictly Come Dancing and X Factor as they ate their dinner. Mother had banned watching television and eating at the same time. She had decided that it was awfully common. Instead, the family had to sit in icy silence and eat their dinner staring at all the walls. Or sometimes Mother would choose a subject for discussion, normally what she would do if she ran the country. That was her absolute favourite. Mother had given up running a beauty salon to stand for Parliament, and had no doubt in her mind that one day she would be the Prime Minister. Mother had named the white Persian family cat Elizabeth after the Queen. She was obsessed with being posh. There was a downstairs loo that was kept locked for very important guests, as if a member of the royal family was going to whiz by for a waz. There was a china tea set in the cupboard that was for best and had never once been used. Mother even sprayed air freshener in the garden. Mother would never go out, and even to answer the door, unless immaculately groomed with her loved pearls around her neck. and her hair made stiff with enough hairspray to create its own hole in the ozone layer. She was so used to turning up her nose at everybody and everything, it was in danger of staying that way. Here's a picture of her. And there we're going to leave it till tomorrow. Bye.